I think community is going to be hard to beat with AI. So I wanted to sit down and talk about something that's been a huge, massive topic in the online course creator, the creator's economy, let's call it, where what's going to happen to courses, to online education with AI now? Because basically you can have AI be your coach.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I let you know that Nathan Barry, shout out to Nathan.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've been following Nathan Barry for years, before he was ConvertKit, before he was Kit, and I followed him for years. So I have a lot of respect for him. But his podcast, he had on Jay Klaus. Now, I don't know Jay. Seems like a really good guy, but he's in that world of courses and memberships, even talked about memberships and all that stuff. But what it made me realize was this is a real concern.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been, you've seen it through the years. I mean, I started and really cut my teeth in online courses.
Yeah.
And, that has done really well for me over the years and sold millions of dollars worth of education through online courses. So what I want to do here is talk about what does this mean, and kind of talk about what they talked about a little bit, but also then we can go a little bit deeper and also talk about, like, what are we going to do with this whole AI boom that's happening right now. Yeah. And I actually think that there's some things that we're going to be able to utilize that's going to help our education side of the business to be even better. Because let's face it, like, most people buy a course and they never finish it.
Yeah.
I think AI can help them finish it. So let's just kind of dig in.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts, like, right now, even just thinking about yourself personally, right now, you want to learn something. What are you doing right now? First thing, like, you want to learn something. Let's say you're DJing, right? That's an interest of yours, right?
Yeah.
You want to do some DJing. What are you doing right now to learn DJing?
I'm looking up YouTube videos.
Okay.
I'm not, if you're talking the AI part of it, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm personally, I like the personalized feeling of someone else that's real, not an avatar, none of that. That's me. Okay. And that's not everyone, but that's me. So, like, for me, I'm going to go to YouTube first. That's free. So I'm going to watch videos on it, learn from there best I can. And then potentially, if I want to extend my learning, me personally right now, after I did my research, I probably will, because I have bought a small course. Now, I didn't buy a expensive course. It was a couple $100, but, like, I bought one because I was like, you know what, I loved everything they learned, but I want something a little bit more hands-on, a little bit more interactive, right? So, and I think that's the next level, especially with courses. Once you get a little bit more interactive.
But interactive, that's a key word there, though. A course, an online course that you buy, you go through, it's self-paced. No one is there saying, like, let's do the next lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of what we're talking about here. Like, and we can talk about, like, how we're going to make our online education business, how we feel it's going to still have the right people. I also want to talk a little bit about premium offers.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the $97 courses, $200 courses, like, I think there is a short shelf life on those. There's still going to maybe be people there, but you're going to see that drop off.
Okay.
I think where you're going, and it's keyword that you said there was interactive. So if there's no interactive, okay, right now, and you're buying a course, and then you've got the lead guy that's teaching you, right? He's a real guy, and he sat down and he showed you all the buttons. He showed you all of this and all of that, right? And that's why you're there. Not because of him necessarily, although you might have liked him because of the content, and that's how we can kind of build our trust.
Yeah.
But let's just say that you just had an AI, you could go to ChatGPT, and you can put in there, I want to, learn how to mix like a certain popular person. And then they spit out exactly what you would do. And eventually they might even have videos that you can go to, and it'll find them for you. And it'll say, watch this one here, and then go to here, and here's your homework assignment, and here's all that. You wouldn't need the course guy anymore.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if you layer on a piece, and this is what Nathan was talking about and Jay was talking about, was like having group interactive.
Yeah.
Community. Yeah. Having a community piece there. So let's just say, for example, a year and a half, 2 years from now, that was the case. And you're like, I don't really need a course anymore. I'll just do that. Yeah. But now if there's an element there where that guy that you got introduced to said, we're going to do a 4-week cohort and I'm going to be showing up live to answer all your questions. And we're going to have like maybe a challenge where you're going to be able to mix a certain thing. Would that feel different to you?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll say this.
And why?
I didn't even finish my course.
Okay.
So I'll be honest with you. I didn't even finish it. I don't even think I made it 25%. They gave you a lot, I'll tell you that, but I didn't even get through it. Yes, I did have a baby, so that kind of
that could be a little bit of a
threw
hiccup.
a wrench in it. But I still didn't even. I also, because it wasn't as interactive as far as community wise, or even I think a good thing right now, especially if you are a course creator, is like challenges and stuff. I think that's some of these little short sprints. People like those rather than, like you said, just here's the course, go ahead and go through it yourself, self-paced. If it was a challenge to me, and like, number one, I'm competitive, but besides that, like, I feel like I have the deadlines there. When you're self-paced, there's no deadlines. And it's like, it's on your own time, you know, you're going to figure it out.
It kind of goes back to school though.
It's same thing. Yeah.
You learn
you
something
homework.
and you learn something and then you have to do the test or you have to complete the project or something. And that forced you to have to complete the lessons.
Yeah.
When you're kind of like set on your own,
Yep.
I don't really have to do it.
Oh yeah.
So I think challenges could be a big thing. And I don't mean necessarily like the typical challenges that we're seeing out there today that are like, they're like bigger, massive ones. I think it is going to be smaller to where you feel as though you're seen and heard inside of there. And Jay was talking about something really interesting, and I'll link up that episode in the show notes or the description. But what he was saying was he was capping his membership at 200 people. And his membership, I think right now is like $2,000 a year. Okay. And then once you're in there, you have like, you know, whether it's weekly calls or you have like a monthly training, you know, all of those things, but it's all you're connected with creators, okay, that are also, I think, making a certain amount of money. You might have to be making at least 6 figures or something like that. But he was capping it at 200. And he might be changing that. He might be going back. He was very like undecided on that, like where he thinks he's going to go, because he thinks it might have hurt him by opening it up to more people. But what people really liked was, think about being in a school and you see someone and then you never see him again until you graduate. Yeah. Or if you're in the halls and you're in a small school and you know everybody by name. It's a big difference.
That's a big difference. You're right.
And if it's, now think about school, that's like everybody's taking all different topics, but imagine it's a school of 200 people that are all content creators, or they're all into bass fishing, or they're all into your topic. Yeah. How much better is that? Yeah. You know, and that's the thing. And it's like, I think community is going to be hard to beat with AI.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
And that's what we've been talking about. So, I mean, just to be completely open and transparent, because we like to be that on here, the creators lunch table, is, you know, we are thinking for ourselves. And there was something that John Meese said. Shout out to John Meese. Just got introduced to him again. He was part of Michael Hyatt's. He was the dean of, you know, he's a young guy too. He was the dean of their platform university, I think, which ended up getting sold. But he was saying recently, which really, really, it made me think about things differently, was start with your premium offer. Yeah. And that premium offer a lot of times is either going to be one-on-one, or it's going to be a done for you, or it's going to be a group. Small group, cohort. And I want to talk about like all three of them anyway, because I think done for you, I don't know that AI is going to be able to do anything with that. No. Okay. Now, is it going to make the done for you better for the person that's doing it for you? Yes. I don't care how you get it done. Yeah. If you use AI tools to get my job done, I don't care, as long as I'm getting my result. Yeah. Exactly. Right. And we can kind of talk about that. But I thought it was interesting because, you know, everyone's always taught to kind of start with like a low ticket offer, $7, a book, an ebook, then you graduate them to a workshop. And I've done that. But he was like, start with the premium offer. Yeah, have that. What is that one thing that you could create that would be either high touch or a small intimate group? Yeah. And then work backwards from that. Because let's be honest right now, if you're selling a digital course and it's $27, $97.
You sell a lot of those.
You gotta sell a lot. You gotta sell a lot. Yeah. If you're selling something that's premium and you start there, you gotta sell less. Yeah. So, I mean, we did the math before. Like, if you, and there's a guy right now who is doing really well, started out, you know, kind of like doing mastermind type stuff, but now he's really kind of like targeted it down to like podcast guesting. His name is Dustin. But anyway, he you know, his program's like 10 grand right now. Okay. But it's really, really concentrated on who he's attracting and the value that he's getting because he's bringing these people together. So AI is not going to really hurt them or hurt him. It's actually going to make it better for what he can offer as resources inside of there. But, you know, that's all. He doesn't sell little mini workshops.
No, he just did
like, now he has done some pop-ups, I think, here and there, but they're not part of his strategy.
Okay.
It's really just getting people in. And then it's like, think about this. If you're selling a program for 10 grand, you sell 10, that's 100 grand. So you don't need, how many courses at 97 do you have to sell to make 100 grand?
Yeah. It's
a lot harder. Now, I'm not saying there's not a market there to get someone to buy something for 97, graduate him to 1,000, graduate him to 5 or 10 or whatever, right? But my point is AI is going to be real. That's not going to affect that. No. Now, is someone going to say, well, no one's going to need that person anymore or that group because AI is going to help them all the way? No, I still believe, and I'm going to stand here right now, 2025, we are at the end of July, 2025, and I'm going to say it right here just to be on record, so we can go back 5 years from now and see if I was right or wrong. I still think group coaching is going to be alive and well. I do. I think because, and I think done for you.
I think that's huge. I think anything personalized is huge.
Customized, personalized, yes.
Because that's what takes to the next level. And I get, yes, AI can personalize it for you, but it's still, number one, I don't think it's there yet. Could it be there? Sure. But I think the other thing is, like, even if it's virtual, is the social interaction, like community-based. Like, you can't top that. Like, AI can't do that. The other thing I thought about is this. AI can't leverage any sort of testimonials. So think of that, like,
it's proof.
It's proof. So if you're a coach, a course creator, whoever, and you have all these testimonials, right? If you have all these stacked up and then you have AI that just is AI, it's all it is, right? I'd want to learn from the people who are getting results. I don't know AI is going to give me the result. I might try it, but when it doesn't pan out, what's my first look at? The people that are doing things that working, right? So I'm going to look at the people that have the testimonials, the proof, all of that. And that's those online coaches, course creators, right?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. It's funny. A good friend of mine, he's like, yeah, Scott, ChatGPT, I created like a fitness coach. And basically I told him, or them, not him, it's a her, her, him, doesn't matter. And basically said, I am a 53-year-old man. I want to lose 5 pounds in the next 6 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it was. Can you create a diet plan and a workout plan for me with low resistance and only 15 minutes a day?
Yeah.
And it punched out this whole thing, right? And he said, Scott, I'm telling you, I've been on it now for 3 weeks. It's amazing. I might go in and say, hey, I'm struggling with this meal. Can you create 4 more for me? Sure, no problem. Boom, it does it, right? Okay, that's fine. But now you could take that same thing and we can give it to your mother. And she'd be like, okay, that's great. I can follow it. But then guess what? She's going to be like, but I want someone to be my coach. I want someone that is like me, that we can share struggles, that we can share that human. It's humanized now.
Yeah, human connection.
Now, my buddy, he don't care about that, and that's fine. So what my point is, there's going to still be a market out there of people that want. I mean, there's going to be people that you can go on ChatGPT or whatever model you're looking at or whatever tool, and you can get the answers for most anything right now. You can have it tell you things, you can have it suggest you things, like whatever. But at the end of the day, it doesn't give you that humanized thing. And so that's where I think if you can humanize your course and add a live component to it, I actually, and I know you do too, it's like I can sit here and learn something, but then there's always going to be that little bit in my head. I'm like, I wonder what they would do. I wonder if I gave it to them, what would they think? Because they've had results. Or they've helped people with these things. So I want those people. I mean, I'm someone right now that I've done pretty well online. I mean, pretty well to most people's standards. But I'm still right now, I'm looking for coaching. right? In like group coaching, I haven't done that in years. It's changed.
Yeah.
So now I want to align with people that are doing group coaching. So now I am going to start learning and put myself in that. Can I go to ChatGPT and say, hey, can you create a marketing plan for me with a group coaching thing? Of course we can.
Yeah.
But we're not going to have that person now to look over like what we're doing and go, yeah, that's a great idea. Or you know what? I've done that. It didn't work. But I'm not getting that.
I look at AI as more of an assistant.
Yes.
Because like right now, do you use AI every day? Probably at some point you use AI. It's there. You are still looking to either get coaching. You're still looking up your own things for research, for your own videos or whatever you're doing, right? Business things that your old notes, like you're looking at all that stuff, right? You still use AI, but I think it's how you leverage AI. I don't think AI is going to be at least for me, it wouldn't be the overall like, okay, I'm just going to go all in on AI and it's going to build me this huge business. Like I still need the personalization from so-and-so who it's worked for, right? Maybe I need this angle added. Maybe they know something that I don't, but AI is like, I guess just the assistant of it. Like, yes, we have wizards we created that helps us with certain things, right? And it's great. They do a great
job,
right? But there's still aspects of it that I think we need to learn from other people that is going to help us in the long run and make it a shorter process than AI, which AI, you got to remember, AI is a lot more generalized stuff. The information right now is more generalized. I mean, you can get it niched down as much as you can.
You can do deep research now.
But it's still, I still don't think it's there yet. Could it be there? Absolutely. But again, it's still, do you have that personalization of someone over your shoulder doing this? The actual person talking to you on a live call, right? The done for you, right? I think like all of that. And let's be honest, right? Do you think there's a lot of people in this world, billions of people. Do you think they all want to lean on AI? How many people are against AI?
How many people don't even use it yet?
That's what I'm saying.
Or probably might not ever, or start to use it and then have a bad experience and don't use it.
And you're thinking that there's not people out there that would buy your stuff. There is, and like we said, and you say this all the time. You said if you put me in front of the right audience, I could sell them. And when you say sell them, you don't mean like I could sell them and they could buy my stuff. That's not what you mean. You're saying like I could sell them as they're gonna buy into me, and down the road if I have something to sell, they'll buy into that. Yeah, right. And that goes back to personal branding. AI got no personal branding. That's true. It's just AI. If you build yourself up and you build a personal brand around yourself, and you're that KLT, know, like, and trust, right? You're going to be AI every day because they trust you. AI is just a robot, right? Or whatever you want to call it, right?
No, you're right.
Right? They're buying into you, right? They'd rather pay you the $1,000 than the AI, even if it was free, but put that energy into AI. They'd rather pay you because number one, they know, hey, I'm helping this guy out who's helping me out, who eventually it's going to, turn this around for me for my business or whatever, right? So it's like, that's the other thing is, I think a lot of people are falling out of the personal branding. I think that we need to go back into it a little bit. And because of AI, because they're like, oh, I can just give them something for AI and it's going to help them out, rather than, hey, let's go into the storytelling that we talked about, right? Let's get to know us, how we are, what's our morals, who we're going after, right? We're not the Lambros going after Lamborghinis and all this stuff. We're trying to build financial freedom as, to stay around our family, to do that kind of stuff. That's the people we're trying to align with, right? And online coaches and all of that. So it's like that. Now someone sees that, are they going to want to work with me if they align with that? Or are they going to want to align with AI that's just AI tech? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So I believe though right now, if someone is starting, if you are starting and you want to roll out something, I think there has to be a humanized element to it where you're actually part of it. Now that's hard to scale. Okay. It's hard to scale. Now you can do teaching, one to many. Yeah. That's been happening. But the days of just putting up a course and selling it on autopilot, I think those days are numbered. I do think that there's probably a year and a half, 2 years before they become even worse. Like I know friends of mine that are selling courses, and if you don't have that element of either where you're able to kind of hand in your stuff and get reviewed or whatever, it's really hard. Okay, because that's what people want. So I think if you can add that component to it, so how do you do that? That would be where you would then say, okay, every 6 weeks, I'm going to do a new cohort. Yeah. And then you would basically say, okay, and it, again, if you sell a $97 product, you just need more bodies to help that would make that worthwhile. Yeah. Or you can just charge a premium and say, I only need 10 people in this 6-week program. you know?
But that's why, like you said, like what John Mee said, is you start with your premium first. Yes. So we have that, the coaching, whatever it is, coaching done for you, any of those, right? Cohort, that could even be it. You have that, and then you work back. So like someone might come in for that 97 buy, but down the road, they're going to go to your premium, right? But if you have the premium first there, you always have something to lead them to, rather than we have a $97 product. Maybe we do this for them. Maybe that'll work. At that time, you're probably losing them, right? If you already have something there and then you have something in place, it's going to be a lot easier. And you're going to get the person that doesn't want that $97. They're like, I just want the coaching.
100%.
How many people have we had that we've offered the 1K collective? They're like, that's great. I want the coaching. Then we opened up a cohort, and the one was like, I just want that. I want the person, like the piano lady. She wanted that. So she's like, I just want to get in that. Right. So it's like having that premium that we learn is you need that first. You need that. And then like you said, the cohort, the one-on-one coaching, the community piece, whatever it is, that's where you need to be.
Yeah. So, and just to kind of give everyone that's listening kind of like our plan as of right now is so when we started Live Video School, which is 12 months old, a little over 12 months now. Okay. And we started it and we were broad. We were kind of going after a broader market, like, how to grow on YouTube. And we wanted to attract business owners, but we knew we had to kind of like cast a wider net. So we did. And then we were like, okay, wait a minute. Like we sold some workshops, which we did. They were cheaper. I think our first workshop was like 27 bucks.
27 or 37.
And that was just to see if we had any buyers on our list. And we did. And then we went into a 97 and then we went to 297. Then we went to 497. And so we did that. Looking back, if we would have went after the audience of businesses, I would have started with more of a premium offer. I think. But we are where we are. So if you're listening and you're like, well, I'm here now, I have these courses and everything, which we have some lower ticket stuff, which we're not going to be really promoting. But now what we're doing is we're doing more of a group coaching, and we have our first cohort going to be kicking off here in first week in August.
About a week.
Right. So what we did, and I kind of got this from John Meese and from Dustin, was just find up to 10 people max and put your offer out there and see if it's something that people would want. So we are really narrowing down our focus to, and again, I think this is for everyone. Think about, and we're going to say this a lot on this podcast, is like figuring out who it is that you're helping and with what problem. Not problems.
No, what
problem, right? Singular.
Yeah.
Not singularity. Singular.
Right. So we're on the creators lunch.
We can say it however we want. We don't have to be right.
You didn't go to college. That's your excuse.
That's right. That's my excuse. I didn't go to college. I'm not supposed to know how to say
I
that.
did. So I knew what it was.
So anyway, I'm looking at like, okay, so if we can put our offer out there, which is basically we're saying we have a pretty good system. I've been using this system now and I didn't realize it, for over 15 years. It's been refined. And it's a flywheel of where we're putting out useful content to a narrower audience. My first brand that turned into my first 6 figures was only 16,000 subscribers. And that was after like 5 years. But that did multiple 6 figures, multiple years in a row, membership, the whole thing. And then the next one had 25,000 subscribers for many years and did over $1 million on that. And then we eventually got that to over 100,000. And then this one here, now we're at 35,000 subscribers in a year, which is one of the faster channels. But we were able to do our 6 figures in a year. So, this works. What I'm about to say is like, how do you attract the right audience? Not millions of views, not, building up millions of subscribers. It's like, how do we reach the right people, build the right audience, and then deliver a product that they would want and that would help them? And so we've gotten to the place now after a year to where we want to help coaches, course creators, consultants. That's our market. Doesn't mean that we can't help just regular everyday creators that just want to create content and monetize through YouTube. You can help you there. But ours is more about getting steady leads. And how do you get those steady leads? You put out content. We did a whole video, by the way, if you guys want access to that. It wasn't even a video. It was a group coaching call that we did for free with I think we had about 40 coaches on there live. If you want to watch that, it's actually our full flywheel that we broke down for them. Just put leads in the comments and we'll send you access to that. I think it was about almost 2 hours long. and we break it down. I got the
down.
iPad out, and we literally broke it down step by step on how we've been able to get over 11,000 active subscribers from this channel. That turned into over $100,000 now, and it's gonna grow faster even now that we're doing this. But getting the steady leads, putting out the right content to the right audience, and then making a free offer like we just did to get people on your list that are raising their hand in your market. It's kind of going back to basics.
It is.
That's still going to work in 10 years from now, I believe. But what you're going to offer on the back is different. So what we're offering on the back of this now is not these little $27 courses. Yeah, we might do a workshop here and there. But we're starting with the end in mind. With the end in mind is right now is how can we help a smaller group of business owners? That's the key word there, business owners, whether it's coaches, course creators, consultants. How do we create something that helps them install this system, this flywheel that we have? That's our Steady Leads flywheel. And that's what we're doing. So yes, it's going to be a premium price. We're going to be, I'm not going to say the price on here because we're going to be raising it again.
It's beta right now.
It's in beta right now, but it is over $1,000. So, and it's going to gradually increase. But that is a program that we are going to want to do. Maybe it's going to be a 6-week program. It might turn into an 8-week program. We're not quite sure yet because it's our first time doing this one. But that's going to be the premium offer as of right now. Now, there might be a done-for-you component, which we talked about down the road. That could be real premium. But those are the things we're going to focus on, helping people on the front end, getting people in the door. And then from there, it's going to be us working in these smaller cohorts. And that's going to be the business model right now. Now, adding a piece of like, people are all into recurring. Like, how do I get recurring revenue? We're not even worrying about that right now, but there is a component that once they go through this one cohort, they might want to keep going. They might want continued help, continued reviewing of your stuff.
Continued community.
That's the big one. That's the big one. So with that all being said, I would say, should people be worried about course sales, the digital courses in the next year and a half, 2 years? If you're not adding that human touch to it, then I would. Then I would. You know, because yes, there's going to be, let's just say 50% of people are going to be like, oh, now I'm just going to use ChatGPT. So you're going to lose 50% of your potential buyers. And out of those potential buyers, not everyone was going to buy. But if you add that element there, now we get another sliver of people that we've converted to say, hey, I want Scotty's feedback on my channel, on my videos, on my titles, on my thumbnails. I want his. I don't want just AI. I want Scotty's. You know, and because they've been working with coaches and they see what works and what doesn't work, and they're going to give me their expertise. So with that all being said, I say add some humanized element to it. Group coaching, I think, is where it's at. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I think there will be AI that'll be a helpful tool, assistant, but that is probably what it is. So guys, if you are selling courses and coaching and doing all of that stuff, let us know what it is that you're selling down below. Let us know in the comments, and let us know, do you think that AI is going to crush the course sales in the future? Let us know that in the comments. And we'll probably do some more episodes like this on this topic. Guys, and as always, remember, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
You must. Say it with me. Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action.